And we're tracking news from Afghanistan related to what Joe Biden has said. United States President has once again warned that a new terror attack was likely at the Kabul airport in the war-torn nation in less than 2 days, as he put the time frame for the predicted attack the next 24 to 36 hours, according to him, being extremely critical. He also said that the situation on ground continues to be extremely dangerous and that the threat of terrorist attacks on the airport remains high. Let me quickly bring in my colleague and our senior executive editor, Abhishek Kapoor, into this conversation. A very good morning to you, Abhishek. The statement from Joe Biden comes in the wake of the drone strike that we've been talking about that the United States conducted in the war-torn country. But, you know, Joe Biden coming out and giving a statement and saying something like what we saw in Kabul just 2 days back could once again happen. So there is a terror threat that is possibly on the cards. And let's not forget, we're just a few hours away now from the 31st August deadline.
Well, good morning, Christine. Let's be clear about what and whom we are dealing with, or the world community is dealing with. You know, these are mercenary militias. These are jihadi terrorists in the sense that they use a certain blinkered ideology and twist their own interpretation of religion in the aid of their terrorism. And Haqqani network-backed Islamic State in Khorasan province is an organization that has a very extreme version even of Taliban. Unfortunately, they are making Taliban look good. And this terrorist strike that was carried out has played havoc with the numbers. You see about 170 plus, 30 of them U.S. soldiers, the rest of them Afghans. I think the United States perhaps is also making a mistake between they had a warning of a terrorist strike coming in, but what was done on the ground, except for issuing advisories or telling people not to gather at the airport and still continuing to do crowd control. And then within 24 hours, you are able to locate a place where perhaps they thought the planner was hiding. If they have an advisory now, and if they know who's doing it, perhaps a superpower like the United States should be able to do a preemptive strike and remove that threat. Having said that, I think this is going to continue for a while because we don't know who's ruling Kabul. Haqqani network, who are the sanctuary for Islamic State in Khorasan province. In fact, the Doha agreement itself included release of prisoners, and the Taliban themselves have released these foot soldiers of Islamic State, believing that they would come to their aid, and this is how they are coming to their aid. So for the Americans to believe that Taliban is different from Islamic State in Khorasan province is an elementary mistake of understanding of the ground, and if that be the case after 20 years, God help them.
Abhishek, hasn't it been one mistake after the other by the United States? I mean, to begin with, on very logical terms, if we put this in perspective, you know, pulling out the troops before the civil evacuation was completed was a big mistake in itself. And now one is also afraid that after the 31st August or soon after that, now that United States is still warning of these kind of drone attacks, airstrikes, you know, they could very well just drop the entire idea and start living their own lives. They won't be caring about Afghanistan for too long, it seems.
Well, Christine, so there can be long criticism and critique of the manner in which the United States has conducted itself in the last 2 years of winding its operations down. There is massive political divide within the U.S. also about the manner in which the Biden administration, particularly in the last 6 months, has carried out the drawdown, as they call it, of getting out of Afghanistan after the longest war in history. What is important is that it began with the Doha agreement itself. When you publicly announce that this is the date by which you go out, you publicly announce that Taliban are good terrorists, and you publicly, very publicly ditch your own allies. Remember the Amarullah Saleh interview to Republic TV in which he spoke with a sense of betrayal and frustration at the manner in which the United States treated its own allies in Kabul. What is left to be said? For example, one tactical maneuver itself gives proof of the botched up operation and thinking that has gone in the United States CENTCOM or in Washington, D.C. if CENTCOM is not to be held responsible. The fact that Bagram Air Base, the Americans would have controlled better, would have had a better sense of control over the withdrawal, was given away, and the operation shifted to Kabul International Airport, which is a civilian airport with limited military infrastructure. So I think there would be a long period of criticism and critique of the American conduct in the last 6 months. But having said that, what is important is till the time that the Americans realize that Taliban, Islamic State, Haqqani Network, ISI, all are same. I don't think there is going to be any coming out of this.
Yes, that's what's surprising, Abhishek, that, you have someone like Joe Biden who, after what happened at the Kabul airport, still came out and in the public statement said that the Taliban and the ISIS-K are sworn enemies, and so the Taliban really didn't have anything to do with what happened at the Kabul airport. So it's certainly looking extremely bizarre at this moment. Thank you, Abhishek, for putting that in perspective.